Good morning, pasty people. We're talking about pets. We're talking about having pets in properties. Is it cool, uncool? Stay tuned. We're going to have a good chin wag about it.
I'm the ringleader, so listen up.
Good morning.
Such a big Melbourne Cup. Even Optus piked it this morning, everyone. If you haven't, if you've come online this morning and you think you haven't paid your mobile bill, think again because if you're not going to get SMSs through Optus, you're not going to get calls through Optus. Stay
That was
tuned.
me this morning. I thought that I had too big a Melbourne Cup last night and I broke my phone.
Yeah, it was a pasty Melbourne Cup feeling today. How did you go yesterday, Xanth? Good Melbourne Cup?
It was a good Melbourne Cup. Lots of laughs, lots of flowing champagne, new connections. It was a good time.
It was good. We went to the Miramar Gardens up in Derry Hills, and they put on a beautiful show. So I don't even know who won which horse won.
We were sitting outside at the time of the horse race. Oh gosh.
Yeah, talking about horses, let's talk about pets.
Yes.
We're starting to get people walking into open houses with dogs, with cats. I went through the CBD the other morning, early in the morning, and I saw a lady turn up with a cat box, and she opened the cat box so she could walk her 2 chickens.
I don't mean to laugh, but
The other dogs in the park got really angry, so I saw her put the chickens back in the cat box and then walk away. Furthermore, I had a plumber mate of mine and his wife put their 2 pugs into a pram and walk it every morning. So in a pram. And then I saw someone else do it, and then I saw someone else do it. So the reality is it's changing. The world's changing with pets, the approach to pets.
Yes.
We wanted to talk about, bringing pets to open houses. We wanted to talk about how the owners of the property or the occupants, the tenants of the property, should react to their pets and having pets. What's right and wrong, because it's a bit of a moving target, a moving feast at the moment. What do you think, guys? What do you think, Xanth?
Well, I'm a big dog fan. Love dogs. I'm not clucky for a child yet, but I certainly get those flutters when I see little dogs. I'm like, oh my gosh, I want a little dog in my life. So, in saying that, I do personally feel like bringing a pet to an open home is too far crossing a line. You're going into somebody's place that you don't know, whether it's for renting a property or whether it's for purchasing a property. To bring your pet into somebody else's home who you don't know, no relationship with, no connection with, it certainly is crossing a line in my mind, regardless of how well behaved the pet is.
What if you hold it?
No, still no. And I get that the world's changing. I get that you can now start taking your dogs into Bunnings, and a lot of other stores are slowly becoming more open to accepting that. But you're going into someone's home.
Into the
that's
Apple
an invasion
store.
of privacy. Yeah, it's a public space. It's a retail space. It's not someone's home.
My daughter works for Val Morgan, and you can take your pet to work.
Yeah, I still think that's okay, so long as it's come from the owner or whatever office manager, and he's put some kind of system in place to open up the office to pets. That's cool. It's still not your home. You go there to work.
The person could have allergies.
They could have allergies.
Could have
carpet. And in saying that as well, as real estate agents, when we open up a home to show for either prospective tenants or prospective buyers, is it acceptable for vendors to leave, or landlords to leave their pets within a house?
Their home.
But can you put the onus on real estate agents to look after that pet?
Nah. So
So
you are, and this is coming from a place of you having to chase pets around at open houses and me having to chase, because sometimes, because what happens is your pet operates differently with you as the owner to a real estate agent, or freaking out when buyers or tenants are coming through. So often
yeah,
they think my dog doesn't bark. Yes, it does when you're not there. Or my dog just sits inside and does nothing. No, it doesn't. It runs for the door when it sees a real estate agent. So it's there is I think if you are a tenant or are a owner and you are going to be swinging your doors open for an open home, I reckon take your pet with you. It's only for 30 minutes.
and it's also not because we don't mind doing things like this and looking after them, but it's to protect your pet and keep their best interests at heart. And if something, heaven forbid, were to happen and someone walks in with a dog, you've got a cat in the house, there's just war that erupts between the animals. We don't want to be in that situation. We don't want that situation for you or for your pets.
Yeah, it could traumatize the pets.
It really could.
It could traumatize the pets.
Oh,
We don't
gosh.
want trauma. We don't want trauma victims. And then I think also a message out there to the community: if you are going into someone's home, I sort of tend to agree, Xanth. If you can leave your pet at the door, tie him up, and then you Bundy in for 5 minutes and Bundy out, and you're done. But I
Yeah.
think to hold them in, to certainly to walk them through, I think can disrupt the pet that's in the house. A bit of pet psychology we're doing today, and then I definitely think if you're holding the pet in your hand, I think you'll probably get through most properties, but I think it's a bit of a tall ask.
Yes.
I've got to agree with you.
Oh, thank you. And yeah, it would be interesting to know what everybody else thinks as well, actually. But
Yeah. So if you just tuned in, guys, we're talking about the what we're seeing out there with pets is that should a pet Bundy in, should a pet not Bundy into an open house, and what are your thoughts with that? Do you think do you think it's right? Do you think it's wrong? What should the new and I accept that it's a moving target. What was accepted probably 5 years ago or not accepted is
slowly
different to
changing.
today. So
Yeah.
where do you see it going? Is it okay? I think it's interesting, Xanth.
Groundbreaking news this morning, that's for sure.
Anything else to talk about on this lovely Wednesday?
Well, no,
Mrs.
we've
Anthony
covered that
Brala?
Optus is yeah. What was that, sorry?
Anything else to talk about today?
No, let's get on with the day. Hunker down, soldier on.
Let's
Been a
do it. And we're very
day.
sorry for Optus. Optus, who's taken down a quarter of the country, half of the country, whatever their mobile phones are in the country, are all down. So good luck to Optus today. Feel bad. They would be in a shit ton of pain at the moment. So
Imagine if, and us in the real estate industry, I don't have access to my phone. What?
How does that happen? Hey, quick tip for anyone today who's on Optus. I want to let people know, because I'm a bit of a techie and I can help people through this. If
Okay.
you've got an Optus phone, go into your phone and go into a section called settings.
I'm going to do this right now with Mark and everyone.
You
All
got
right.
it?
I'm in my settings.
When you're in settings, okay, you're going to have a section in your settings called mobile.
Mobile.
And there is a section in there called Wi-Fi calling.
Yeah.
Is yours on
Turn
or
it on.
off?
Mine's off.
Hey, turn it
Mine's
on.
off at the moment. On.
Turn it on.
Enable.
Yep. Now, are you on the Wi-Fi?
I'm not currently on the Wi-Fi.
Go on the Wi-Fi.
Let me search for a Wi-Fi.
Guys, this is if you're with Optus today and you can't make a call on your phone, but you're at home you're on
Novak
Wi-Fi.
free Wi-Fi check-in. Let's do this.
No, the other one, the Novak. How can you not be on our Wi-Fi?
I didn't even know there was Wi-Fi.
Anyway, so what that'll do is that'll allow you to make calls and take calls on your Optus phone via Wi-Fi, and you will not need mobile data, which is you won't need cell. It'll make you call through Wi-Fi with your phone. So you should be able to take a call and make a call if you're on Wi-Fi, number one, and number two, if you've got Wi-Fi calling on. Hopefully it helps people today.
Yeah, full of surprises, Mr. Novak.
Boom. Have a good day. Thanks,
Have a beautiful
Ange.
day, everyone. Bye.
Cheers. Bye.